Alright, welcome back to our Hell Creek Park build. So for a more substantial rebuild to move the Dromaeosaurus out to a secondary island, we're going to need monorails so that we can reach our second island. At the same time, we're going to need all the infrastructure for island number 2, which means a second paleo medical facility, so we actually need to do the research on this as well. So we'll get that going. The rest of this can probably wait. We're going to target putting this island to the north somewhere. If we look at... So the Dinosaur Park Formation is not the furthest north. And everything kind of just goes to the west of the main Hell Creek Formation. But if we just built everything to the west, we wouldn't be using the full map. I might just put them like over here. And then Horseshoe can go over here. So Horseshoe Formation will have to be a pretty big island, which will probably tuck in this corner. Dinosaur Park should be a small one. And then we have additional Hell Creek islands around here. And then Javelina somewhere to the south, basically. So, okay, now that we have the monorail, I think I have to kill the staff center, which will move to the second island. That's too big. That's way too big. Okay, So putting it somewhere like this would work. This would mean I have to delete the Expedition Center. What about if I delete the... Maybe this will work. We can delete the Acquisition Center, which we never upgraded. I kind of like the idea of keeping kind of the helicopter node here. It's kind of funny to have the Expedition Center next to the other helicopter and the capture team. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna do this off camera. And when I get a configuration that I'm happy with that doesn't require me to waste a bunch of money, we'll continue. Turns out we need power pylons, so we gotta get this. Then we can delete this. All right, here's what we got for the new park. We've got the acquisition center replaced over here, medical, ranger team, shelters, small amenities, and its own dedicated power. A few little gaps. Maybe we could have tightened things up a little bit. We could still make some adjustments here, potentially. I forgot that I needed my own dedicated medical and capture team for this paddock, so I had to like do some like last second redesigns after I put everything else in, but it's all right. All right, so these guys already actually not that much space. Okay, So I might want to do some further expansions here. Damn. I'm not sure if I want to expand the island further. Okay, we have the wrong alpha, actually. So once the alpha's sorted out, they'll probably actually be okay. I'm also thinking I might be able to do some further redesign here and move these shops down around the corners a little bit, and then maybe then we can make this work as well. Well, let's get the trees in and worry about the rest of it later. We can make adjustments as need be. So decorative trees. Looking for the alpine. And the taiga. Nice variety of coniferous trees for the exhibit. Give it some good Cretaceous vibes. Maybe if we have a little bit of space once they sort their dominance out, we can thread a little bit of different stuff in there. Alright, pausing again. We need to get the Torosaurus out now. So, for the Torosaurus, one thing I was considering was how we break up those exhibits. Because we need the, like, my game plan was to have the Pachycephalosaurs separate. Oh, another thing here, we can optimize the water. Okay, tiny bit too far. There. 98%. Well, that's at least about as good as the other exhibit was without the social alpha, so this will be fine. We don't need to do anything crazy here. We'll get a humble social alpha at some point to also go with them. So we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? I could just take the fence down. But I don't love that idea. I could do something like this. Because the Dracorexes shouldn't need this whole space. Even when we add other Pachycephalosaurids and stuff in. Let's do this. If we go here, I can actually just sneak that through, which is shocking. So there should be 6 Dracos. And then hopefully everything else we can just release straight into this pen. Except for the Pachycephalosaurids, who will be sectioned off. Alright. That's okay. I just have to delete the fence around it first for some reason. Sure. Okay, that's 5. We got one more to find. Right there. And then let's get the Toros out. One with kind of a reddish Torosaurus skin. With some black like highlights. So these guys need ground fiber. So, now that we are getting the Dracos out of here, I don't need the nut. Actually, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually start this over with the vegetation. So let's just clear this place. Just clean it all up, redo it. The trees can stay, and they're decorative, so the brush won't even remove them, which is perfect. Because we've got other nonsense left over in here. Yeah, there's like little spots that can't be removed when an animal's nearby, which has always been weird to me that it works that way, but whatever. You're missing forest, you're missing ground leaf. Okay, there's the ground leaf. The forest we'll take care of afterwards. And then these guys need fiber. Okay. And then the Dracos, ground leaf, ground nut. Tall nut, ground nut, ground leaf. They don't need any trees. Maybe this exhibit is actually too small. I wouldn't have thought it was going to be, but... Well, maybe we'll have to make some adjustments. Alright, let's get some more decorative trees put in here. Also, I should probably get my staff working on some other stuff. Alright. Plenty of forest. Plenty of forest. They are all happy. So the only issue remaining is the Dracos. So, get them over there. While that is all happening, you need a rest. Where are we at on upgrades here? So we did Science Center, Response Facility, Yield, Staff, Task Time, Specialist Facility. Don't really need it yet, so I don't think there's any reason to push it now. We could use a better geneticist. We should check if there is a specialist. There is not. Alright, let's work on Edmontosaurus. But then do we have any other research tasks that are worth doing? Medicines are done. We don't have enough genetics for any gene mods. We're really not going to have any until we get a better specialist. We could, let's get this done so that we have Triceratops ready to be unlocked. Whenever we get the defensive requirement met. But then let's look at this. So Edmontosaurus, Sauropods won't be available for quite a while. There's nothing else here we need. So that's done. Pachycephalosaurus is 9, so we can't do that. We can do Thescelosaurus. So that's the next other target. Thescelosaurus, however you say that, is probably the next animal we dig up. Alright. Do we have a proper herd? We do. They're missing everything they could be missing. If I delete trees, will this be any better? I actually don't know. I don't know if the trees just have a very small footprint or if they have no footprint. Well, I'm inclined to leave them for aesthetic reasons, if nothing else. So the question now becomes, do I just clear out? Some of the animals? Oh, the territory sneaks past the edge there. Interesting. Can the animals sneak past the edge, though?
Fights among the animals are bound to happen. Evolution is about conflict. It is part of what we must accept if we are ever to truly understand the dinosaurs.
Okay, what if we do... Okay, I can do a fence there. Let's try this. %. They haven't expanded yet.
It is such a privilege
92.
to spend our days and our nights bringing these amazing
Okay,
animals
we're pretty
back and
much
sharing
good.
them with the world. That should be thanks enough.
We need a gate. I gotta put the gate back in. Which might fuck it up again, actually. I'm gonna put the gate in the back here, so it's not so close to the other gate, which might cause vehicle issues. Okay, they're real close. It's essentially perfect. Okay, we actually got there somehow. Cool. Okay. Great. That'll work. That's the bear. That's all we get until we breed an alpha. Then with an alpha, we can squeeze in maybe 2 more or something. Double checking these guys. They are all still content. You're missing a smallest amount of ground leaf. We'll sneak it in there. You're completely good to go. Okay, cool. And the Dromaeosaurs, how are they looking? 70% open space. Areas still, whatever. Still the wrong alpha, though. 98% is close enough that I probably don't really care that much. We probably just let it sit. If the alpha doesn't sort itself out, we could try deliberately adjusting it. All right, we're down to 100 mil, so... I could put the Struthies with the Dracorex, but like the game plan, the idea in my head is to do Draco, Pachyceph, Stiggy as a exhibit, specifically just those three. So that was kind of the logic here. We'll play it by ear. If we decide the Struthies are getting in the way of the other animals, we could always move them over there. But for now, I'm happy with what we got. Is there another Edmonto dig site we haven't been to? Doesn't look like it. So this should be everything else we need to dig up. And then Theropods we can't do because the other person's doing fossils. True. Okay. 1.5 stars. The research has popped for that. So that was triggered by the shops over by the Dromaeosaurus area getting sorted out properly. Because I didn't actually set those up ever. I just slapped them in there and never did anything with them. I'm sure advanced scanners is like completely pointless with singular exhibits like this, but I have upgrades. I want to click the button. Probably breed more Torosaurus. Oh, we should be doing a contract. It's popped up a while ago and I just kind of didn't do it. Number of dinosaurs in the park. Sure. 37 animals.
More potential problems we have to keep an eye on.
That's a lot.
Vigilance is the name of the game.
The way he says vigilance always gets me. Okay, let's look at the Toros. How do you not have ground fiber now? Must have accidentally overwrote a small bit. So they have plenty of open space. Oh, and Monosaurus is actually completed. Whoops. That's my bad. So this expedition's bringing in Chasmosaurus that we don't even need. Well, in that case, we'll do Edmonos and then go from there, I guess. Probably don't get the bonus on this contract, but we want to breed the animals anyway, so it's fine. Yep, and Mono's going in with the Toros for sure. Okay, so this is the Hell Creek Edmonosaurus, right? So Edmonosaurus, the thing with it is, it's a very common animal, and it has two subspecies: Edmonosaurus annectens, Edmonosaurus regalis. Regalis is the one with the fleshy comb. Annectens is the one without. And annectens is the Hell Creek one. So for these guys, since they're Hell Creek Edmonosaurs, we're using one of the modded skins. I'm going to use this 1997 Edmonosaurus skin, which I think is from like the Lost World on PlayStation or something. And that will give us an Edmonosaurus without a comb. And then we'll use the base game Edmonosaurus for Horseshoe Canyon, where we'll have Regalis. Do I want to remove Short-Lived just to not have it show up? I probably don't care. Let's be serious. Okay, 5 genetics. This is because I am processing fossils still, which I need to do anyway, so yes, okay. Hey, the game is haunted. Look at that. What is that? Is that a giant person? Wait, is that a giant person? That looked like a giant person. What was that? Spooky. I think that was a giant visitor flickering on the screen. Okay. Very interesting. That is a new one. We're going to chalk that up to the continuing decay of the park's capability to run good. That is possibly the weirdest glitch I've seen in the game. Just because it was like so short-lived, it just flickered on and off a bunch. Run, nerds! Oh, I like the statue breaking up the flow as they run for the shelter. People getting stuck on it. Very funny. Get in, you can do it. Okay, what is breaking where? The fence is breaking. Oh no, not the fence, the viewing gallery. All right, 4 eggs, tolerant social alpha. Seems pretty good for now. Takes half of my money. Gets me nowhere near 37 animals. Undiagnosed ailment on a Dracorex. You were fine before. Rabies. Right. We do have a social alpha. You are missing ground leaf somehow. I think my guess would be, oh, maybe we lost the tiniest bit of ground leaf back here when we're adjusting the other exhibit. No, we don't have the water. Oh, Jesus. Somewhere there's like a pixel I can fill in. Surely. There we go. Oh, it looks like there's actually a spot there that's open too. Well, anyway, none of this is important. Ranger Team 1. Do I even have anybody to do rabies with? Yes, I do. Okay, we'll put the logistics person. No, we won't. Wait, did I do... Hold on. Did I do Dromaeosaurus yet? No. Okay. Then yes, we do rabies with, like, those two. And then they can go on break. I probably want to get, I mean, the Celosaurus. Let's not dry. I probably want to get the Thes out for this contract. We definitely don't get the bonus. Okay, mobile vet's already on the way. Yeah, so these guys get back from resting, and then we can do the other research project. Then while that's being dug up, we breed like another batch of Monosaurus or something. Alright, there's our Anectens. It always feels weird to me now to have an Monosaurus without the head crest, the comb. The comb to me just feels like such a distinguishing feature of a Monosaurus that any of the older depictions or the Anectens depictions just feel wrong. Regalis has become the canon Monosaurus to me. Missing open space. Are they actually, though? They'll probably get it. Yeah, they're fine. 2 is alpha. 2 is social. So the big problem is, yeah, they're capped on open space. Which means we can't add any more Monosauruses, at least as it stands. Oh, I probably have more water than I need in here, though, because we moved it over. Yeah, I have, like, way more water than I need. Still plenty. These guys don't seem to actually need that much. None of these animals seem to be very thirsty. Okay, that looks like a pretty good amount of water. And that has given the Edmanos plenty of open space. So I think we can sneak in another clutch. Alright. So for Thess, we need 2 on this. I think we'll grab you and you. Because it doesn't really matter who we grab. Let's grab the logistics person, actually, because it's not going to be like 4 dig sites to dig up the fossils there. I mentioned this in a previous episode, but this is simply renamed Dromaeosaurus. There's nothing else to this little mod I made for Theropods. It literally doesn't even like change dig sites or anything, so we have to actually dig it up from the Morrison. This is just the tiniest bit more advanced than simply pretending Dromaeosaurus is Theropods. Step 2 is to just actually rename it in the game files. Upside, there is currently nothing else in that dig site, so at least we get it alone. We'll still do logistics guy. Seems fine. And then we will get more in monos. I think. Do I have a social Torosaurus alpha? I do. Okay, so this is already social Torosaurus. So yeah, Edmonosaurus is what we're going to do. Yeah, immersion destroyed. We might as well stop the series. I actually started trying to make it as a proper new species mod. I was still just going to, like, duplicate Dromaeosaurus. But it is an actual separate animal. But, it was a little more complicated than I was willing to deal with. I might still go back to it someday, because I think it would be kind of neat to have the Celosaurus in game, but no promises. I'm also kind of torn because, like, at the point where I'm modding in a new, you know, ornithopod like that, why am I not trying to get something from the novel, like Hypsilophodon? But then if I wanted to do Hypsilophodon, I'd have to... Why is this here? Why is this weird? I would have to learn how to, What is this? Sorry, I'm very distracted by this. I would have to learn how to resize something if I wanted to do, like, Hypsilophodon. Okay, there's some weird shit going on here with angles. That's probably why this is weird. Do I just, like... Ah, I think we fixed it. I think there was just a stray bit of weird leftover path from before we upgraded. That's what was just clipping through. Like, I think Thess is close enough in size to Dryo that you can just kind of one-to-one them and say whatever, but anything else that I would like to see in the game would just be way even more advanced, and I'm not going to do it. Too much of a commitment. Oh no, because the fiber was, yeah, from a different animal. So we can, like, swing even more in Monosauruses. Because, like, the 6 is not that bad. Maybe 8, maybe 9, maybe 10. I don't know. Crypto medical is already on the way. Definitely can't swing 5 though, so I'm thinking we just focus up on the Thess. If I spend my money here to upgrade fossil extraction, then I just can't breed it. So what's the point? Well, we got to go back anyway, so that's fine. How are our shops doing? Capped out. Yeah, no love for Parksosaurids in general. Okay, we're at path capacity, but we're also down a hotel. Well, we would be at path capacity if we had a hotel. Amenities are 90-ish%. Okay, so that puts us in a weird spot. So these shops are like capped out, right? So like, if I put in a hotel here, I get no value from it, and it's a bad idea. So ideally, I would put in a hotel over here. Because these shops actually are really underperforming. We should be able to fit a hotel in here with a little creative placement. Maybe. I don't know. It's so close to fitting. I kind of need the hotel. I'm not gonna lie. I have my eye on this gap here. Where, like, maybe with some creative maneuvering, I can fit it in here at a weird angle. Shit. There's definitely a hotel's worth of space here. Because you have a big gap back here, a big gap here. I might just need to, like, puzzle piece things together better. But how can I do that without wasting a bunch of time and money? I kind of can't. So definitely one issue could be the path placements. Like, this could be rotated. I could run the path through, like, here maybe instead of over here. I don't know. Puzzle piecing this stuff together is complicated, but it's kind of fun to optimize. Yeah, I do need that hotel, though. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to find a spot for it. It's going to work. So, fossils processing more, some digging, some nothing to breed there. So I'm going to pause, and I'm going to figure out how to puzzle piece this. We're going to make it work. We're going to fit a hotel in here somehow. All right, we sorted it out. It required a little bit of adjustment, but it worked. Responsive city in the corner, hotel here. We had to squeeze in the bunker over here on the side. Managed to make it work. Income tax is kicking in now, too. Great. Where are we at here then on our Theropods? We got the new batch of fossils in. And it's going to be a couple more trips to the old fossil screen here, it looks like. Okay, I think it was this one, right? Oh yeah, there. We still see it. So yeah. We dug it all up. We just need to process it all. So yeah, I don't know if I want to make any more Admonosauruses then in the meantime. I think we might want to wait. 6 is probably enough here, even though they do have a little bit of leeway. I don't want to like overcommit the exhibit. What do Dryos eat anyway? Or Thescelos eat? Fiber leaf. Double fiber. Okay, so the glitch here where the fibers doubled, this kind of makes me think this might be a glitch with the JPOG mod, because we have that installed. But it doesn't affect the Toro. Well, whatever. Fiber and leaf. That should be fine. Open space. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Like ceratopsids, hadrosaurids, yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, yeah, we'll just do Dryos. Thescelosaurs. Alright, so for the Thescelosaurus, we are using this Dromaeosaurus mod, which is a JWE1 Dromaeosaurus. So this is just a set of colors and cosmetics based on the version of Dromaeosaurus from the first game. Which allows us to get some different colors mixed in here, which I think is fun. Makes it feel more like it's a different animal, actually. So we'll breed however many of these we need to complete our current contract. 5. 20 seconds. Okay, no, I banned them. There we go. My user interface was horribly glitched in OBS for some reason, but the ban still went through, so all is well. Do I want 6 of these? Probably. Gets the contract done, might as well take them all. Alright, so where's that leave us at on things? So the Triceratops 0 of 3 released with defensive. Do the Torosaurus have defensive? Because that could be an argument for trying for more Torosaurus. No, they don't have defensive. Probably need an Ankylosaurid for defensive. Or, you know, to actually unlock the gene itself. Which we might actually have. Because I think it's connected to weak. No, it's vulnerable. Strength is weak, right? No, that's lost fights. Well, fuck me. Weak is just nothing. Alright, so do we have any vulnerable animals? Actually, isn't Dromaeosaurus vulnerable? Yes, 75% vulnerable. Okay, so we probably actually just unlock it here with this batch. So I just need to breed something with that gene, and then we can do trike. What else do we want for the Hell Creek exhibit that we can at least do now? Trike is kind of it for the main exhibit, but then we can do Pachycephalosaurus as well. Yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to mix these up with like brown and black spots with like blue Dryos or blue Thescelosaurus.
Your work on that objective, that wasn't a close call. That was a slam dunk.
I think it combos well with the other colors in here. And they're perfectly happy. That contract is done. We now have a fat $3 million. Let's try for a new contract. Sell, revenue, profit. We'll do... whatever. Profit, I guess.
I do this because I love the craft, but a little extra in the bank doesn't hurt.
So... Gene mod. This unlocks automatically, actually. That's pretty good. Oops. So we need 3 defensive. And if we want Pachycephalosaurus, we need 9 genetics. No genetic specialist. 11 minutes on the refresh. I think we're going to take a reroll here. Genetic specialist, 4 base only, but 141. Still probably worth grabbing. She's really cheap. Oh, this one's even better. 5. Yeah, okay, let's grab Kookamane. Yeah, the Anki, we may have to do some adjustments, or maybe give him his own pen. I don't know. We could probably throw the Anki in a carnivore pen. Right? Because you can put an Ankylosaurid in with a small carnivore, can't you? Or can you not? I don't remember anymore. So, one of each specialist. Let's do... Okay, Pachycephalosaurus and Trike logically should share a dig site because Hell Creek. We could do both at the same time. So we want to do both. Maybe we breed first here. So do we want to do... Maybe I just do Dryosaurs. I mean, Thescelosaurs. I'm going to keep calling it Dryosaurus. I can't stop myself. Oh, shit, we have Humble. I didn't even notice we had Humble. Oh, no, because these guys are vulnerable. Like, I have to put 1,000,000 points in to get them to not be that. Okay. So we'll do Monosaurus because we can try for a Humble Social Alpha at the same time we're breeding defensive. %25 social, 50% humble, 75% defensive. Yeah, these are only 25% social as well. Then after these guys are done breeding... I saw that, Torosaurus. Don't think I didn't see that. After these guys are done breeding, we can maybe do the Pachy research. And he hates all carnivores too? Am I just thinking of JWE1? Am I that JWE1 brained at this point? That's terrible. 2 defensive, none with the genes I want. I'm gonna... not breed these? What do we want to do here? I could try Tauros too. If we get a humble social defensive, that'd be good. What's the cost? Let's think about the synthesis cost. Also, does anything have a high social chance? 50% on Draco. I could breed Dracos. It's like the same cost. If we we want humble social defensive. Two available modifications. Oh, because we put lifespan into this way back when for the other unlock. So we could do like 50, 50, 50. See what we get. Okay. Yeah, I'm just misremembering for whatever reason. Unless it's like a thing we modded at some point, but I'm probably just straight up misremembering. Dude, those flickering ghost people are gonna do me in. Okay, so defensive social humble alpha, but no other defensive. I think I take just the alpha then. Yeah, let's just do that. Do I go for these two Monosauruses, or do I try for an Mono Alpha? Defensive Humble should not overrule. Well, defensive Tolerant, rather, should not, hopefully not overrule our current Alpha. Let's just hatch these. Yeah. Because I'd be better off just deliberately breeding an Alpha rather than breeding this. I don't know what the deal with the ghosts is. Does it only happen when I have the UI open? It only happens when I have the UI open at like the default angle. Goddamn ghosts.
Asset requiring collection.
Alright, well, we don't need to see the ghosts. I think there's one behind the UI there too happening. You see it? Right there. It's another ghost.
Asset transportation complete.
I'm questioning so many things. Like, is it specific to this hatchery? Is it specific to what I've done with the lagoon? Okay, wait, they're flickering everywhere now. It's not the hatchery. It's like the angle. Oh my god, there's so many ghosts. There's one there, there's one over there, there. Dude, what is happening? Why are there so many ghosts? They're everywhere! No, they're definitely like people. Like, look there, see them? Definitely people. You can see the different colored shirts and stuff. Oh my god. Wait, they happen everywhere. It's just the position changes depending on the camera angle. Now they're like in the sky. Definitely connected to the island. If I move away from the island, then it doesn't appear. Huh. Well, anyway. Fascinating glitch. Yeah, I think if I close my eyes tonight, I'll probably die. They'll get me. Okay, so that's happening over here. I hate that the ranger teams just don't ever automatically clean feeders. It's kind of obnoxious. I feel like they really oughta. Like, everything else is basically automated, so, like, why is that not automated, right? Alright, we'll put you on that task. Do I want to put a bunch of people on this? I mean, I could. I think we'll leave it. We'll have the welfare specialist do it. It'll be better that way. Oh, hold on. Are people flickering in and out of existence here? I don't see anybody appearing out of thin air on this island. So it's whatever that is causing it. Oh wait, I saw somebody flicker in over there. Okay, so yeah. We're just gonna have to live with that. I'm just gonna assume it's a lagoon thing. / park size thing, and we can't do anything about it. So and Monosauruses. Missing the tiniest bit of open space, but they have too much ground fiber. Oh, but they don't have this whole corner in their territory, so I don't think we need to actually worry about them. Torosaurus, Dryosaurus, Thescelosaurus, and Struthi are good. Dracos look like they just had a dominance fight. Or are currently having a dominance fight. Come on, number 7, you're the real Dragon King. You did it. Okay, and we can actually fit like a bunch more Dracos in here if we wanted to. I'm not gonna. Probably. But we can if we need to later. Alright, let's wrap it up here. Until next time.